Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that insert. The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a two-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 15 carries, 54 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
There's Prescott. Connection made with Chenault. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Prescott to throw it. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Caught Eifert over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
The Steelers.
They'll throw again. Prescott. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
The field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars 3, Steelers nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McFarland. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Ben to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
11 on the play.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McFarland. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll run with McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone, and no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He was
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Prescott. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down. It's Robinson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Jaguars 6.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running with McFarland. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing, and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run here with Robinson. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On the slant, this is Chark.
That's good for a Jaguars.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Ebron with it over the middle. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 8.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
For Jacksonville.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like four-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Westbrook now on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, first and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on first down, Prescott. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it third and...
Prescott from the gun on third. In trouble, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
17-yard line.
They begin the drive with McFarland. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
15-yard line.
Again, McFarland. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Third down.
He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the ground, it's McFarland. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Steelers.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the Jaguars.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5.
Now Roethlisberger. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devon Hamilton. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
But nothing takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Boswell's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Looking to throw. Prescott to the left side here for Eifert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard.
On the run, it's Robinson. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Robinson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brings up third.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Robinson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Prescott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. LaVisca Chenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the
Roethlisberger will throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Completion here to Claypool. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Roethlisberger.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Prescott. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
48-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On first down, it's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run. gets it. I'm here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a...
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
23.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
1st and 10. At their own.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And no, they can't connect on the pass, so that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.